Hi everyone, just thought I'd do a clip on some of the things I use when I'm testing out the little Coca-Cola or tin can drink can stoves that I make and I'm testing out. So number one, I've got a barbecue lighter. I just find that it's easier to light. I can actually put it in and light the fuel quite easily. Obviously I wouldn't be using this out camping, but you know, when testing, this is quite good. It's quite safe, and it's got a metal end too, so you can do things like, you know, if you need to move the stove around, or you know, the base or whatever, with this metal end, that's quite useful. We've got a pair of pliers. In this case, we've got a Leatherman squirt here, and I just find that useful for pot lids and moving around the bases, even trying to pick up the 5-cent pieces here that I use for the stove. This is the latest one that I've made. I just posted a previous video about how I moved to a 12 hole jets on there. So I had 16 on the previous one, and that was quite good, but I found it was burning through too much fuel, so I've moved to having 12 holes here, and that seems to be so far working quite well. And of course we've got our 5-cent piece here that we put on the top just to cover the hole where the fuel goes in. Okay, and most importantly, we've got this Trangia alcohol stove base. So this fits a Trangia alcohol stove, fits in there and quite snugly. And when I first got it, I wasn't very impressed. However, I found for testing these little homemade stoves, they're excellent. And one of the major things is that the bottom of this is holds liquids, so I can pour fuel in here to help heat up the stove and get everything going, and it's not going to run anywhere, you know. And this is metal, it's not going to melt. Makes a good base. So we'll just put some fuel into here. Now I usually have the hole, this hole here, much larger, and one of the benefits of that is that you can actually see how much fuel is remaining in the stove. Now I'll just put a little bit of fuel in here. Now that's going to help heat everything up, because we need to get the alcohol vaporized to get it all going. Unfortunately, it does mean that it takes off quite slowly, the stove, and then it really catches fire as everything gets hot and vaporizes. So we'll have a look at that. So we can't see, it's just starting to catch. It's quite windy here as well. Right, now we're getting lots of flames. And this isn't too bad. Sometimes you can really have quite a fire in your hands when it first starts up. Here we're going now. And you can see the jets are on the side of NOTuNOTme, that's what we want. And at that stage we can now put in our 5-cent piece just to block off that hole in the middle. And you can see how that's now, we've just got the flames coming out of the jets at the side, which is what we want. Now if we put this band on top, give you a better view of underneath. That is very windy. In fact, you should always use a windshield whenever using these stoves, just because it's a terrible waste of fuel otherwise. So that's settled down quite nicely now. We've got quite a good spread on there. And I'll go on and test this and see how well my newly designed stove is working. Thanks for watching.